welcome to my YouTube channel. It's good to always have you here with me every single time. So last week we talked about importance of identifying me, and we dealt so much with the topic in such a short time. Today we'll be talking about something else. However, if you've not watched that video, I'll drop a link below in the description button so that you just click and have a glimpse of what we talked about for you to be able to flow with today's topic proper. And today we're going to be saying something really exciting, which is starting over. However, if you're there right now and you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Click the subscription button. Always like the video and share to your friends, your family, everybody around you, because someone out there is waiting to be blessed by this video. Trust me. So, however, today is starting over, and I asked myself, what does it mean to start over? Such a big word, start over. And somebody is asking me, okay, what am I starting over? It's simple. Starting over is starting over. There's no big deal about it. There's no two ways to say it. Starting over meaning you've been doing something and probably you've been failing at it, or you've been doing something and it's not been working the way you want it to work, and all you just want to do is start over. You want to start something, you want to go an extra mile from what you've been doing on the usual. And most times I find that a lot of people find it very difficult to start over, probably because of peer pressure, because they feel people are going to laugh at me, because they feel, oh, I've wasted so much time in trying to do something. Like last week when we were talking about identifying me, you've spent so much time in the wrong path. And now that you've identified the right path, you're telling yourself, how can I go back to starting all over? Sometimes you want to look at how old we've been. Oh, you are 40 years now, you are 50, you're 35, you're 25, and you've just been living your life on the wrong path. Probably it could be based on career, it could be business, it could be relationship. You've been in the wrong relationship for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You've been in the wrong line of career for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And now that you have found yourself, you are asking me, how can I go back to starting all over? Sister, brother, if you're watching this video right now, my best word to tell you is start over. It's better late than never. It's better to start over when you are old than never start at all, than tell yourself, I rather just walk the wrong path than even trying to start over. There's joy in starting over. There's fulfillment in starting over. Because the truth is, when you failed the right time, the first time, the second time you failed, it's not because you were not good enough. It's just you trying to learn new ways in doing this thing the better way. And now that you have failed over and over again, trust me, you can't make the same mistake you made before. And everything you're putting yourself to do right now is to get yourself in a better position to become somebody better. Is it a relationship? If you had failed relationships and now you're telling yourself, I don't want to get involved in a relationship again. Those ladies are not good, they're always breaking my heart, oh, they are gold diggers. Or you are a lady out there, you are saying, oh, the guys are always breaking my heart. Trust me, there's someone out there who will take care of that heart the way it should be taken care of. There's no need to stay in the wrong path. There's no need to remain in the place of no identity. There's no need to remain in the place of wrong identity. There's no need to remain in that career path that you know that is not working for you. There's no need to remain in that business that you know that is not working for you. There's no need to remain in that relationship that you know that has become a chaos in your life. And yet you are saying, oh, I rather manage what I have than go to start something new all of a sudden. See, in new things, there's joy if you know what you're doing. In starting anew, you know that this thing is fresh. Whatever you teach it to do, that's what it's going to do. It's just like a baby. A newborn baby that is born today, whatever you teach that child, that is what that child will grow up to know. That's why the scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, that when he's old, he will not depart from it. Whatever you train yourself to become now, whatever you start up again and you begin to nurture, you begin to build it, that's what it's going to become. But never find yourself remaining in that place of the old, remaining in the place where you know it's not working, things are not working, the job is not working, and you say, oh, if I leave this job, how will I get another job? You know, one thing I've discovered is fear has kept a lot of us in a small box, that we find ourselves finding it difficult. Even though you are suffocating, you cannot even breathe, you don't want to leave because you are afraid of what is out there. Trust me, there are lots of things out there that you have not explored. You've been on one job since you graduated. They are not paying you well, they are not treating you well, and you're just stuck in that job, telling yourself, if I leave now, how do I get another job? You are doing a business, the business is not working. You are not trying to seek new ways to do the business. You know, someone I respect so much once said something. He said the first law of madness is to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. There cannot be a different result doing the same thing over and over. Start anew. Start something new today. Start that business all over. Strategize again. Look for new ways to make it happen. Ask those that their own is working, how are you making it work? Ask those that are exceeding in your career. If you say, oh, I am an accountant and I want to exceed in this career, I want to become somebody. Ask those that are succeeding in that career, how are you making it happen? I want to start something new. Is it my CV writing that is bad? Is there something in the line of the way I'm doing it that is bad? Trust me, there's always a better way to do what you are doing right now. That's why there's someone that is always better than you at every point in time. No matter how good you think you are, there's someone that is doing that thing you are doing better than the way you are doing it right now. So always seek to be a better you. Seek to be a better part of you. Is there a relationship that is tearing you apart? Since you started dating this lady or since you started dating this guy, your life has become half of what it used to be before. Brother, it's time to walk away. It's time to start afresh. Don't say, oh, if I leave this man now, how do I get a better man? There are not many men out there. You know, it's funny when some people say, if I leave this relationship now, what do I do? How do I start again? Sweetheart, you will start again. There's someone better. It's better to be single and be joyful than to be in a relationship and be in so much pressure that you don't need for your life. Trust me, starting all over is what you need. If you know that where you are now, there is a better place that you can be. Don't manage. Life is not meant to be managed. Don't manage that job. Don't manage that business. Don't manage that relationship. You can start afresh. And when you're starting afresh, you just discover that things begin to work in a better way, in a better format, in fact, everything begins to work in a way that you'll be so amazed that you tell yourself, why have I been suffering myself all this while when there were better ways to have done this, when there was a better relationship out there. In fact, I don't know why I'm hitting on relationship right now, but I think let me just flow. Now, you find out that you see a guy and a lady, they are killing themselves in this relationship, and you're saying, you people should just break up and walk away. And they're saying, no, if this relation doesn't work out, I'm dying right now. In fact, I will die. In fact, I will do this. And I'm like, you will not die because you can't die. Just walk away, and there's someone out there who will treasure you, who will love you for who you are, who in fact, somebody who will adore you for who you are. And then after so many months of wasted time, they finally break up the relationship, and a year later you see them, they are in another relationship and they are all glowing. And you're saying, oh wow, what happened to your last relationship? And say, God forbid, thank God I left that relationship. And you're like, but I thought you said you were going to die. How come you did not die? Actually, all of those thoughts we keep in our head, they cloud our mind and fill our hearts with so much fear. If I leave this business, I'm going to lose it. If I leave this job, I'm not going to get another job. There are no jobs out there. There are a lot of people who are unemployed. But trust me, there are so many companies that are looking for capable hands. The question is, are you the person they are looking for? Do you meet the qualification that they are looking for? There are people out there, and like my pastor will always say, go and get that certificate that you need to get. And jobs are waiting for you. Don't stay in one place. They are not paying you. They are treating you badly, and you are still there. You are in that business. The business is suffering so much, and you are still there. You are not trying to make new months because you are just telling yourself, if I start, how do I succeed? That is fear. And fear takes you nowhere. Fear limits you. It keeps you in a box. It makes you a smaller and a tinier version of who you are, which you are not. You are born to be great. You are born to succeed. You are born to make it in this life. You are born to enjoy this world. That is what you were created for, God's pleasure. And for you to give God so much pleasure in your life, you must be making it big time. You must be giving God so much pleasure with the success you are making in this life. Because if you are not succeeding in this life, God is not happy about it. So I want to make God happy, and I know you want to make God happy. So look around you right now. Ask yourself, what is that thing that I've been doing? I've been struggling with it, but I've refused to let it go. In fact, some of us, it goes as far as even our wardrobes. What are those clothes in my wardrobe that have been there for 5 years? I know it's old enough to change, but I'm so attached to it. If I throw this dress away now, how do I have money to buy another? I'll throw it away, sweet. Oh, this shoe has been here. It's been saving me through thick and thin, but the shoe is fine. Throw it away. Throw it away. Something new will definitely come. And like somebody said some time ago, he said a dream is not that thing you see at night, not when you go to bed and you have a dream. That's not a dream. A dream is that thing that keeps you awake all night. That desire in your heart that keeps you awake. So you know you need to start over because you are not even close to that dream yet. And somebody is asking me, how do I start over? First and foremost, if you've been watching the video from the beginning, you will understand that the first thing you need to do is accept that you are not where you're supposed to be. Accept the fact that the dream I've always had is not where I'm headed right now. If I get to the end of this journey where I am right now, I'm not headed towards my dream. You need to take a step, take a trace backward and start again. And secondly, you say, okay, after I've discovered that I've accepted now, this is not the relationship I want. This is not the job I want for my life. This is not the kind of dream I want. Okay, so what do I do next? You've accepted. Kudos to you. The next thing now is for you to kill fear. Because fear is that thing that will keep you so much in this uptight state that even when people are telling you that this thing is not right, you need to start again, you are fighting it. Why? Because you are just afraid of what will happen to you, the time you've spent, the money that is lost, in fact, the time specifically. Because you say, for 25 years I've been on this journey, for 10 years I've been on this journey, for 5 years I've been on this journey. How do I go back to starting again? You have to conquer that fear in you. That is one serious thing you need to do to be able to move forward in starting over. The next thing you need to do is begin to say, okay, now that I've conquered fear, I've accepted my fate that, oh, I'm in the wrong place, I want to start over. What's the next thing I'm supposed to be doing right now? Trust me, it's not hard anymore. You are so many steps close to where you are going to. The next thing you want to do is to begin to just start. Start it up. Go ahead and do the needed thing. If it's a career, begin to ask yourself, what certificate do I need to get extra to get to the peak? If it's a relationship, of course, you've ended it before you even went to kill the fear. The killing of the fear is ending the relationship and telling yourself, I have to put myself together at this point before another relationship begin to spring up. And then when you have done that, if it's a business, you are meeting someone to say, okay, how can I get it better? I have failed in it so much. Who am I meeting right now to put me on the right track? Who can guide me in this business? Who can guide me in this career? Who can guide me in this relationship to get the best out of what I have right now? And finally, you want to turn to the one that owns all things, the God of all, who knows all things and sees all things and have the templates of your life. You want to go back to him and say, God, I've planned everything. However, it still ends in your table. Whatever you say, I'm willing to do. If you want me to even end this plan, you want me to even end this plan right now and move on to another one, I'm ready. So accept where you are, accept that you need a change, kill and conquer the thing called fear. It's a 4-letter word but very powerful. And then make the move. Make the move. Make the necessary move. Get the necessary skills and tools that you need to start over. And then turn it all up to God. And if you can do this, trust me, God is looking out for you. He wants to see you happy because that is what actually gives him pleasure. Trust me, there is so much peace, so much joy, so much happiness in starting all over. Do not hinder that thing. That nudge that has been coming to you over and over again, telling you this is not the relationship, there's someone out there that you can try out. Oh, telling you this job is not the main job, there's another job out there that you need to go for. Telling you this business is not the key, there's another thing. Telling you these friends you are keeping right now, they are not the right circle of friends to keep. There are other circle of friends that you need for your today. Hearken to that voice, because in heeding to that voice, you're starting over. And as you start over, I trust and I know that you will definitely get to your peak. Thank you.